Hi everyone, this is Mistel, and today I will show you my 9 favorite add-ons for Pet Battles after 6.1. I was trying to get 10, but well, the last one I was actually hooked on it didn't actually work. So you can try and check out the Pet Battle broker if you want to and see if you can get it to work, but I didn't manage. But it seemed like a cool thing. Anyway, let's start with one of my absolute favorites. This list is going to be in no certain order. So some of them might just be for fun, and some of them might be really cool. But my favorite, one of my favorites, is Rarity, which you can see down here in my chat window, is already giving me some information. So Rarity is all about tracking how many times you try to obtain various difficult to get pets. You can even track mounts and toys as well, but for now obviously I'm just focused on the pet battles. So here you can see that it says that a holiday event is available today for Darkmoon Eye, which I'm missing. So I could go and actually get that from the Darkmoon Fair, and it's just reminding me down here, which is cool. Then you have options. You can add it to different things. I think you can add it to Titan Bar, but I don't use Titan Bar at the moment, so I didn't test it out with that. But you can also add like a small icon on your minimap, which is this one, and here you can see all of the things that all of the battle pets that you're tracking. So you can see here I have a long list of things that I still need, and I can see the percentage of likelihood that I will get it next time. I can see how many attempts I've done, and I can see whether or not I'm still in, have a chance to be lucky. So basically it will list how hard it is to get. So the Darkmoon Eye is 1/50 chance, and you're lucky if you obtain it in 34 or less. So since I've only tried 5 times while having the add-on, it still counts me as lucky, but I might not actually get it. I'm not entirely sure what this defeated thing is. It's yeah, I don't really know what it is. If one of you guys know, let me know. Also, another cool thing that I think is that you can choose to track one on your actual interface. So I click here. I chose it on the list, as you can see here. Click, and then you click here, and you kind of have this tracker sitting, wherever you want to. You can move it around, and if you don't want it anymore, you just click here and it disappears, which is cool. Also, you can shift click to link something in the raid. So let's see, Puddle Terror should okay, doesn't work. Shift click should link my progress. Oh, because the Puddle Terror didn't have any progress. This one, there we go. Okay, so there you can see I'm still have a chance to be lucky, how many attempts, and so forth. So that's pretty cool. Rarity is obviously not something that will make pet battles in itself more easy or anything like that, but it's pretty cool, and I like it. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do with it as well. Here, show minimap, take off the holiday reminders, take screenshots when you actually obtain an item, so there will be some sort of pop-up. Then you can add your own custom items to track. I haven't tried this, but if you want to track some profession items, maybe it might be cool. And then of course, as mentioned, there's the mounts, there's the toys, there's all of that stuff. So that's the first add-on. Let's get on to the next one. The next add-on is called CollectMe, and it pops up here as another tab on your pet journal. So you just open that one, and then you can look at all the missing companions that you have. So here you can see all of the ones that I don't have, and you can see where they're coming from. You can also see how many you have collected out of how many. So I'm currently at 69.88%, which is of course not acceptable at all. You can do the same for titles, toys, followers, etc., etc., but obviously for us, the companions are the ones that are the most interesting. It has another sorry, I'll just close this one. it has a couple of options. One of them being, well, obviously they can do a missing check, level check, and quality check, but also it has macros here that you can add, so you can use a random companion macro, which is what I have chosen down here. And the reason my screen is currently dying on me is that there's so many, and it doesn't actually like having to load this, so that's a little bit annoying. But you can check, all of them, or you can uncheck and choose, some of them that you want to have. I'm just moving around away from this group of pigs because I'm in holy spec and I don't want to fight them. So you can choose to have all of them picked, or you can just check a couple of them which are your favorites. And then this one I actually like, which is an auto summon companion on moving forward, which I think is really cool. So I'll just close this and I'll show you that. And pop! So I didn't have a companion. I'll just show you again just in case you missed it, because there was a mountain in the way. So I have no companion, as you can see, and pop! A random companion comes out, which is really, really cool, I think. I don't know, small thing, but I like it. So also, I don't know if I will be able to show you, but if there's available, there we go. So if there's something that you're fighting and there's an available or pet in the group that is a better either quality or level after it's captured, then it will show up as kind of like a small notice here in the chat window, which is nice. So that's CollectMe, a pretty cool little add-on. I'll go on to the next one. The next add-on is called Pet Party, and I was actually looking around for a long time to kind of figure out how I accessed it, but it has a small moonkin up here, and it actually says so on the add-on page, so I don't know why I didn't actually read it. So the Pet Party allows you to create some pet parties, but the cool thing, and there's a lot of add-ons that does that, or there's some other add-ons that does that, but the cool thing about this is that it allows for a training pet that can be easily swapped out. So I did a test here, as you can see, and I can just activate it, and that will bring that party up, which is cool. So you're standing in front of a trainer that needs this kind of setup, and you'll just activate that, and you can call it, I don't know, Farmer Nishi or whatever. I know this is not good against Farmer Nishi, but whatever you want, so you know that this is the one that is good for that particular fight. But you can also do a group that is including a leveling pet, so like this, and you can obviously name that as well and have as many of those leveling parties as you want, so it fits the different tamers where you want to level. And the cool thing I think about this is that if, for instance, my Rusty Snail suddenly is level 25, I can just take my new training pet, which is an Arctic Hare, for instance, although this is level 25 already, and pop it into this training pet frame, and it will change it for all of my teams that has a training pet in it. So let me just show you training 2, and I will just add to my training 2. This is my training 2 team, and then I have the training pet here, which I drag down from here, there, and then I save it. And here, here, by the way, you can choose the actual skills that you want to use for your team. So I save that, and you can see I have my level 1, which is the 2 fox and the training pet, and I have my training 2, which is the whelpling and the chick and a training pet. And if I then got my Arctic Hare to level 25, and I want to level my Glowfly instead, you can see here I changed it, and I changed it for the training 2 team. But if I go to leveling here, it's also changed, which is good. So basically you can do a training team for each tamer and just swap out the training pet whenever it's reaching level 25. So I think that's quite handy. Neat little add-on, I think. Next up is another one, and I will be back to show you in a second. So the next add-on is called better battle pet tooltip. It's really hard for me to say, I think, but it's a neat little add-on for enhancing tooltips, obviously for battle pets, and I'll show you here. First of all, I'll just try and close this one so it's not as confusing. So if I hover over this guy, you can see here it says collected level 25, and that's pretty cool, because then you know that you have collected a 25 pet of this type. And also, if I go and battle this one, and I see here that it's a gray one, and you can see here as well, I can hover over these and you can see I have a collected level 21 fireproof roach and a level 25 frost fur rat, which is all rare. But then I forfeit and run away, and when it spawns again in a second, just gonna wait for it to spawn, you can see here that it says I have already battled it and it's poor quality, which is pretty cool, I think. Also, it's as you can see a colorblind mode. It says in the description of the add-on, because it's writing out the quality and it's not just color coding it. So I don't know about that, because obviously the collected is in blue, but the already battled part is maybe true for that. So this is not you know, revolutionizing, but it's pretty cool. And if you're looking for that particular rare pet and you're battling a lot of them, this is certainly come in handy, so you know that, okay, this guy I've already tried and he was poor, so I don't have to go back and test him out. Okay, so now we're coming to one of the add-ons that I really like. It's called Rematch, and I might actually consider this to be the favorite of the bunch. So you get a small button here at your pet journal, and it will pop up something like this. Oops. Now I got in a fight with the boss anyway. So but this is great. It shows that if you get in combat, it will disappear, which might also be interesting for people to know. So here it pops up again because now I'm out of combat, and it has a lot of cool functionalities. I think it has a find battle button, so you can actually just have this one open. It has a pet treat, a lesser pet treat, a safari hat, so you can take it on and take it off. It has revived battle pets, it has the bandages, and it has your a button to remove the buttons, the back buttons. And then it obviously have options, so there's quite a few options here. Auto show on target, stay after loading, auto load, blah blah blah. You can have a larger window. You can have leveling queue options, so you can obviously create a queue for leveling pets. A lot of things here, and there's even this one, which I think is quite interesting. So if both you and your friend have this add-on, you can send teams to your friend, which is interesting. And then it has key bindings, so you can create or change key bindings for Rematch. So there's a lot of options here, obviously, to show. And you can also have a minimap button, so you can pop this out instead of, you know, using the journal for it. So a lot of things that you can look into here. Here's my current team, and I can change the different skill sets for them if I want to do that. And I can check my entire what's it called, journal here. There's a filter right now for undeads, but I now pulled it off, and I can go here and I can say, okay, so I want to level this guy, and I want to create a queue, so I'm gonna level all of these. There we go. So this is my leveling queue now. There is options for that as well, and a lot of them. I can also fill the queue, which will add, I probably don't want to do that right now because that will probably break things, but there's a lot of things that you can do. You can empty it, you can fill it, yeah, a lot of things that you can do here. and then you can take this one, add it here. Then obviously this is my leveling pet. Once it goes to level 25, it's gonna be swapped out for the next one. So this is and then you save it, obviously. So this team is called Awesome Team. So that's cool in itself, I think. But what is even more cool is, let's say that you have a team of this guy, and this guy, and you're fighting one of the tamers. And you're fighting, let's pretend that this guy is a tamer, if I can catch it. There we go. So you're fighting this guy, and you're like, okay, this is a really awesome team for this. Let's save it. So I go into this one, and I save as, and there we go. There we have the Ice Spine Hatchling team, and I can pull it out every time that I want to actually fight that particular thing. So that's pretty cool. I think it makes it quite easy and reliable to create this. And then obviously if I want to swap between my teams, I can do that here, and again I can you know, look at it, and up here I can change the different skills, and I can create new tabs, so I can actually have different tabs. Awesome tab. I can create different tabs. I can't actually spell, but I can create different tabs. So you have different tabs here, and you can have one called Tamers and one called Leveling or something like that. I don't know. That's up to you, obviously. So I really think that Rematch is awesome, and I think you should check it out. If you don't check any of the other add-ons out, at least check out Rematch. Next up is a small little add-on, but one of the ones that have been saving me a lot of headache. It's called Pet Journal Quick Filter, and basically all it does is it adds this line of icons to your pet journal, but it's really nice not to have to go in here and go there and blah blah blah. And instead you can just click here, and then you get all of your elementals. You click here, you get all of your flying. You click here, you get all of your dragons, etc, etc, etc. So not much to say about this, except that it's pretty neat in my opinion, if you want to just sort your pets by their what's it called? By the race, I was about to say. So this is pretty neat if you don't use any other add-ons that is enhancing the pet journal. Another super neat and small addition as an add-on is called what's it called? Poke Bandage. Yeah, Poke Bandage. Which just adds this small button to your pet journal, so it makes it easier to, you know, get hold of your bandages instead of having to go into your inventory and, you know, locate it in here. It doesn't really do crazy things, but I actually found that it's quite neat to have it up here next to your revived battle pets. So I recommend that if you haven't got anything else that enhances your pet journal. It's a nice little add-on. Another add-on I have here on my list is the Pet Journal Enhanced, and again this is probably one of my favorites of the list. It basically adds a couple of functionalities to your pet journal, one of them being that it's kind of indicating what your pets will be at max level. So you can see here it has a couple of predictions. It also has, as you can see, different colors, because sometimes it gets confused and doesn't exactly know. So the gold color means that it's pretty certain that this is what it would be at max level, and the gray ones means that it's making an educated guess. So don't take it for given that it's correct, but you can probably count on it if it's golden in the text. But what it really does, and what it really does very awesomely, is the filters. So you can see here suddenly I have a lot more filters in my pet journal. So it has specialization, so you can check out all, you know, I want to see all my fast pets. So I have them here. These are, you know, you can see the small fast indicator here. I can see zones, so I think I can do that normally as well, but I can see quantities, so I can see what I have only collected one of, if I want to know, you know, these are the ones that I might want to get some more of. But what I have used it for a lot, and what I really like it for, is that you can go in and say, okay, so the pet I'm fighting is strong against humanoids, so I'm gonna not have a humanoid, so I'm gonna check everything except humanoids, but it's weak against humanoid attacks, so then I will get a list of all the pets that are not humanoids but have some sort of humanoid attacks. So you can see here, there, so dodge obviously is not an attack, but maybe RG is better here. No, Gift of Naru, not either. Here, Counter-Strike. So here we have a critter with a humanoid attack, and it might be good to use that, because then I will win against it. So I think this is really, really cool. I've been using it a lot for this. Yeah, I really like it. You can also hide pets if you don't want to see certain pets. But the functionality I'm getting this for is this particular combination. It's super awesome when you're trying to figure out which pet to use against a new tamer or a new challenge. So really recommend getting Pet Journal Enhanced. So the last add-on on the list is just mostly for fun. Actually, it's not something that is going to be a game changer, but I kind of like it. So it's called Pet Battle HUD, and all it does really is it shows your pet battles kind of as a party frame as a group, and it shows you, you know, if they're damaged. So you kind of, if you're going around killing things and not really paying attention, you can see here, okay, so they are starting to have taken quite some damage. You can also see the XP, as you can see here. So let's just pull in someone who actually has, there we go. So you can see here it needs another 720 XP before it levels up. And you can go in, and there's a couple of things that you can, it shows missing pet messages, and you can show have it not show if all zone pets are captured, and you can hide it while in group. So there's a few options there, but nothing really crazy, nothing insane. But if you're feeling a little bit lonely when you're going around pet battling, it might feel nice, at least it does for me, to have your group showing up here. So a little bit of a fun add-on, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. I said that I only had 9 on the list, and that's true, but I had forgotten that I also have the auto safari hat, so I'll just show you this one. I'm not near a pet battle tamer, so I can't show you, and I didn't actually advertise that it was here. But basically it alerts you if your safari hat isn't active when fighting wild pets, and activates it when battling pet tamers, because you have to accept it. So you can't actually do it on wild pets, but it can alert you. It should alert you at least. Well, it seems it's not alerting me at all, but I know that it's working on. There we go. Safari hat not active. So you can, you know, get out of there before you actually, you know, waste your time on that critter. You can see it's doing it on when I hover over it. So there we go. So if I actually equip my safari hat, there we go, then there is no warning message. And on tamers, as I said, it actually activates automatically before you go into the fight, which is neat. So that was the last add-on. So it actually ended up being a list of 10 add-ons. I should say, with the Pet Battle HUD, you have to have something called smashed libraries for it to work. So just when you're down, because it doesn't automatically come with it, and I was like wondering why I couldn't get it to work. So just when you download this, make sure you download smashed libraries as well, because otherwise it's not gonna function. I think that was it. I hope that has been really, really helpful to you guys to see, you know, new add-ons. Maybe they were all known to you. If you have something that I haven't put on the list that is super awesome and that I should totally try out, and that the other people watching this video should not be without, then leave it in the comment section below. And of course, as always, you know, any comments, feedback you have would be much appreciated. I like hearing from you guys. Oh, and you know, subscribe to my channel, because there's a lot more videos coming in, or coming out actually, very soon. Until next time, bye bye. So I thought I was actually done, but here's the secret Battle Pet add-on. You know how musicians always used to have like a secret track on their CDs? This is my secret add-on, because I completely forgot one of the really cool add-ons I have. It's Pet Battle BreedID, and it basically shows the breed of your pet battles. It shows it for auction house, and it shows it in your journal, and I think that's a super important add-on. I'm just so used to it that I actually, for some reason, thought it was included in one of the others, and it may be. I'm not 100% sure, but well, I think that it's called Battle Pet BreedID. Yeah, so I think it's worth mentioning because, of course, it's super helpful to know, you know, the breed of your pets. So just wanted to add that as well, and now it's certainly done. Actually, I have a couple of other add-ons, so I might make another video at some point, but this is it for now, and goodbye.